Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Max Meyer. Not the best results a year ago. Looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce back.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Now the third baseman, Noelvi Marte. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Meyer, a 6-foot righty, 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. Fraley gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one the other way. And that's a fair ball. Lead runner around second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate. TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. And a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Drops into the glove, and there's two away.
Batting fourth.
Here's the lineup for the Reds. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are...
And it gets by him. One run is in. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Now around third, waving him home. The relay, but it's offline. And they lead by 2.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see it inside the Parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That missed by a lot. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here with my pal Singy, our starting pitcher in this one, Nick Lodolo. What do you got on him, Chris?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. See, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that could be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Lodolo, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Here's a 1-1. Line drive. Hayes flashes the leather on the run and catch. 2 down, bases empty. Now J.D. Martinez at the plate. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hayes makes the play, and that is that. New inning getting started, and now it's Austin Hayes. And it's fouled away. Next offering is down low. And a base hit into right. And the leadoff man aboard. Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Reds. And ball one. Outside low. Now 2-0. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one catches the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2 count. Count full.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Runner at first with no outs here. Line drive, caught.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Meyer ready to fire now.
Nope.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Hayes over at first with 1 away. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Now at the plate, Matt McClain. Swings through that.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
0-2 with the count. Outside, that's a ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back here in Miami, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Dane Myers. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. The wind and the pitch. Popped up. De La Cruz puts it away for the out. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. Up the middle. Oh, great stop from his backside. Nicely done for the out.
What an acrobatic play right there. Knocks it down, throws from the seat of his pants, and just looks like he's playing in the backyard. He makes it look really easy.
And first offering is fouled off.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box.
Zips it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. There's the strike. He swings and fouls one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ground ball to the right side, and that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Friedel takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-0. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Marte on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
De La Cruz batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Runners at the corners, 1 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Ramirez puts it away. That's out number 2.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Broken bat, rolling to first, and a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Foul ball there. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms. This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that one is gone. He circles the bases, and they tack on 3. It's 5-zip.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And that's a swing, according to umpire Matthew Ross. Hit in the air, right field. Konai. And that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here at 3. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Lodolo back to work. That one's in there. And it's 0-1. That one fouled off. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow.
Almost a 2-run homer right there, but an excellent job getting up, reaching up, and bringing it back. Heartbreaker for the batter.
Now a blooper back behind short. Calls it in, 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. First time up was a pop out. Foul ball. The changeup missing, and it's 1-1. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. Two outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Oh, and he hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So first and second with 2 outs. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. That's to third. They get the first inning over. Marlins. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Knee high, that's in for a strike. That one just misses the outside corner. 1-2 the count.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. McClain, in his 3rd season, 25 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. And that one wrapped foul. 2-1 now. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So the batting order turns over. Jake Fraley, the next to hit. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Into the bullpen and gone. 3rd home run of the season, and they add a pair. It's 7-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. 1 down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Outside with a breaking ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Inside ball 4.
Ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of... Ready to go. For the last half of the inning. And Martinez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play.
You know, these Marlins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That one felt good. His 11th of the year, and they got their first run. It's 7-1.
He got on plate with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
So digging in, Dane Myers. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. Griffin Kona, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 so far. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him, Agustin Ramirez. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Hayes raging back on it. Way back there and gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they cut into the deficit. It's 7-2.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
At the plate, Davison De Los Santos. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hayes has it sized up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But
now pitching for
we're
the
back,
Marlins.
and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Calvin Fauché.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is.
Yep,
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it. Well, these Reds really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Gets under it and pops it up. One up, one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Hayes up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. And another ball.
Damn.
1 out, bases empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. Upstairs. And now 3-1. Fly ball down the line. Konai makes the catch. 2 away. Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Reds. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Eric Wagaman. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. A gigantic blast. And they close the gap. It's 7-3.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. There's clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Now the batter now, Javier Sinoja. And it one-hops the wall.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Xavier Edwards. He's 0 for 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swinging a foul straight back. 1 out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Up and in, ball 1. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And it hits the fence. The run comes in from second. It's 7-4.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Now, Dane Myers. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. The run comes in from second, and now just a 2-run deficit. Throw cut off to third. He's in there.
What if they're looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle? Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Full extension makes the catch. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Fauché back to work. That's in there. Strike one. Fought off foul. And that's downstairs. Now 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that one hammered. Going back on this one. And he brings it into the warning track.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
McLean stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. And there's a foul ball.
That's ball two.
McLean at first, one gone. Ripped to first. The tag gets him, and it's a double play. Bottom of the sixth. Sixth inning. Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. That one hammered center field, way back there. Bangs off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Just missed out on a home run.
New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Scott Barlow.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
In the dirt and no movement on the bases. It's ball one. Swing and a ground ball. Marte with the throw to first. One away, bottom of the sixth. Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins. He's already homered here in this one.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt, blocked. And the runner holds. Man at second. Just missed.
And you got to wonder with first base open, one out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
And another ball. And there's a strike. swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags and goes to third. Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. Up and in. 1-0.
1-0.
Two outs. And fouled off. Squirts away a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
No advance. Good job behind the dish. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. So a leadoff double. We go to the top of the 7th.
That the third baseman, number 16, Noel V. Marte. Now
that one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Enriquez, a righty that throws with power. He features a changeup, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Inside, and now it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedel, runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Got him swinging.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Runner takes off for third. Strike in there. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. Marte stands at third with one gone in the inning.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering way off the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. 2 outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Well, needed a big strikeout. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.